Hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo te va? Hello. Just want to make sure this is working. Okay. We're good. I had a false alarm. Not quite a false alarm. I reset my streaming thing, and it just started streaming after it turned on, so that was fun. It was fun to find out. But here I am. June 21st. It's another night dive. Let's get into my brain. Man, I've been going through a lot, so I really want to get this out. Get all my thoughts into some form of cohesion, because it's jumbled. It's jumbled up there. Where am I at? I'm gonna jump into some gratitude here. Man, the other day it was like some random time in the day. It was like noon, and I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was just something simple like turning the faucet on, and I was like, man, I am so glad I'm doing these gratitudes during my live streams, because now I'm like starting to realize during the day, like, moments of like, oh man, I'm really grateful I can at least flush my fucking toilet, you know. I'm really grateful that I can just turn water on right now, and you know, wash my hands or get a drink of water or whatever. Today, I don't know though. I haven't had any like intense moments or like any kind of feelings of gratitude, I guess. I'm really, you know, I'm really grateful to like the friends and like the support network, or like the safety net network in a way, like just like the friends that I have. You know, not everybody has friends or like people that they can like just go to if shit hits the fan, and I've got quite a few of those, and I'm really grateful to everybody and anyone who like just has my back and just is always there for me. It's just it's nice to know, like, because I do take that for granted. I just I feel like it's always just there for me, like friendships and you know, support is always just there for me, but it's not always like for everybody. Not everybody has that. So I'm grateful to you guys if you see this. I mean, I'm sure you guys know who you are, but I'm grateful to you guys. And my shifting into my mantra now, like my mantra is going to be the whole video, actually, the whole live stream, I guess, if you will, because seriously, okay, I'm going to get real. I have been running like 5 or 6 times a week, pretty much every single week since March 2nd. And this past week has felt harder than the first week. And I guess I don't mean like, it hasn't been harder in the sense, because I think I ran my Strava, my tracking app kind of messed up on today's run. But I think I ran at least 3.5 miles today. And that part wasn't like too hard. Even it was in the rain, and even that wasn't like too hard. It was more of like just getting in the mindset of trying to run. And I just keep like putting it off throughout the day, and just like not wanting to do it, and not wanting to put my shoes on, and just not wanting to wake up early. Like, I don't even want to wake up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock even. Like, I don't even want to do that and get out and run in the morning. I just don't want to do it. And I am so tired of how hard it still is, how difficult it still is. But that's just how it's going to be. And I have to keep telling myself that. I have to keep telling myself, like, look, dude, this shit's never going to be easy. And I know I was mentioning that in one of my previous streams. It's just going to be something that I have to constantly tell myself, because I realized today, okay, so I was watching, I kind of not fell out, but I just stopped listening to David Goggins for a little bit. And I needed a kick in the ass. I needed one. I still need one, honestly. But I was listening to a lot of his random, like, just podcasts and, like, videos and stuff. Just a lot of different ones throughout the day, throughout my work day today. And in almost every one of them, he mentioned, like, even he, still to this day, like, he wakes up in the morning and he does not want to go running, but he does it because it calluses his mind. He just, finds a way to do it. And I'm like, dude, if even David Goggins, to this day, how mentally tough he is, he's probably, like, he's in the top, like, 0.0001% of mentally tough people on the planet, easily, right? And even he struggles daily with putting his running shoes on and getting out the door. And I'm over here being a bitch, like, I'm 110 days into this. Why is it so hard for me to get out and start running? I thought it'd be easier at this point. like fuck, dude. Like, look, that's just how it's gonna be, man. And I have to reconcile with that somehow. And I just have to, like, I don't know, find a way to be okay with it, or find a way to, like, push past it every day. I don't know. I just, like, to get the shit that I want out of life, like, this is something that I have to do. Because the path that I was on in the past, which was laying on the couch and scrolling on Reddit and Instagram and literally letting time just go by without doing anything. Like, if I do that for the rest of my life, I'm going to get to the end of my life and I'm going to regret every single fucking moment of it. And so that path I can't be on. At least with running, like, it's giving me tools to do the other things that I want to do. Like, running isn't the thing that, like, I want to get out of life. Like, I don't want to be some ultra runner. I don't want to be, constantly running 100-mile races or fucking 200, 250-mile races. I don't want to be doing that full time. That's not what I want to do. But the running itself is as he says, is developing these calluses on my mind that's making me more mentally tough. It's making it so that I am okay with pursuing other things in my life and being consistent with them. Like with Spanish, like, I'm almost at 100 days of Duolingo, and I was, like, thinking about that too, and I was like, man, I've done streaks like this before and it just never worked out, and I'm just, and even Duolingo, like, all I have to do is one lesson in a day and I keep my streak. Like, that's so easy. And I'm not getting what I want out of it, but I'm still doing it. I'm still here and I'm still being consistent with it. And there are tons of days, there's plenty of days where I do 15 minutes. I'll do 20 minutes, 30 minutes of studying Spanish. And I'll do and that's just Duolingo. And there are plenty of other days where I'll do that and I'll listen to a Spanish podcast. Or I'll do Anki, flashcards. And so it's, I have to be more, in this regard, in Spanish, I have to be more forgiving of myself. But I guess maybe it's in general too, because I'm still showing up. That's something that I've learned about myself since the running too, is like, I'm still doing it. Like, it's something that, even though every single day I don't want to do it, the majority of days, 98% of the days, I find a way to do it. And I find a way to get out and run. Put my running shoes on and do it. I find a way to get at least one Spanish lesson done. And now I want to start pursuing music again. Now I have a whole different mindset with music and wanting to pursue that again and make a living off of doing that. Because honestly, I'm really good at music. I have lots of ways to improve, but I hear music in ways that most people don't. At least in my inner circle. Or at least in my kind of majority circle, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of experience with it. I don't know. I have these things that are a lot of positives in the music realm, and I'm in a different mindset now, so I have no fear of fully immersing myself in that again. So anyway, the point of all of that is, like, I've learned since I started running that, like, it's gonna consistently and constantly it's constantly going to be difficult. Like, it's never gonna be easy. And at the same time, knowing that, it's allowed me to develop at least some semblance of mentally callousing my mind so that I can pursue other things and be okay with wherever it lands, because I know I'll be consistent with it. There was a guy, so when I was in Dallas, I was working with a couple of really, really cool people. Brad, dude, if you ever see this, love you, man. Miss you. Josue, dude is so smart. So smart. And he probably doesn't think so. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. But now that, like, I have this mindset, he probably is like, man, I just do things, and I just, like, consistent day in, day out, I just, like, study things and learn them. But anyway, he was so smart. And he got us into this group. We were selling solar, and he got us into this, like, kind of elite kind of group. This guy named Michael O'Donnell. The dude, Michael O'Donnell, was like, at the time, he had 5 years in a row made $1 million every single year selling solar, going door to door. And Josue got us into his like kind of personal like video realm almost. So like Michael would do like accountability like meetings every single morning at 7 a.m. He would do them, and essentially like he had like a structure, and you could it was half an hour long, and at some point in the meeting, if you wanted to, you could like have a quick minute to like say what you did in the day yesterday and what you're going to do today. But his whole thing was, I just need to, for his mindset, he's like, all I have to do today is one thing, and that is get one no from a door. I have to knock on one door, and I have to hear one person say, no, I'm not interested in solar. And from there, he would take the day as he would. Most days, I mean, according to him, most days, he'd be like, well, fuck, I drove out 20 minutes to here, and I got out of the car, and I knocked on this door, and they said no. I'm not going to get back in my car and drive 20 minutes and go back home. I'm going to knock on a couple other doors and start talking to some people. And, you know, for him, that was his mindset. His mindset was, I'm just going to do one push-up today. That's all I'm going to do. He was trying to incorporate, I don't know if he ever did, but he was trying to incorporate, I'm just going to bike on this elliptical for 1 minute today, too. And then if it turns into 20 minutes, great. If it turns into 2 minutes, great. If it just stays at 1 minute, great. But I've done it. And that approach, like, I'm starting, like, it's amazing. It really is amazing. There was a moment, man, where I was doing those accountability meetings with him every morning, and I was probably like 10 days maybe into talking in every one. Like, it was voluntary. You didn't have to. But I was about 10 days into talking into every one and saying, like, you know, like, I'm just trying to find consistency. Yesterday I went out and did this, and, you know, knocked on this many doors, and, you know, today I'm just going to stay on your path and just get one no. But there was a moment where I never have felt so confident in, like, anything in general. Like, in life, and in, like, making decisions and knowing what I wanted to do, and just all of that. And I don't know, it was so brief. It was so brief. And I don't know what happened, but I'm starting to feel that sense again. It's very deep in my, like, subconscious, or it's starting to, like, permeate into my conscious brain almost. But I'm starting to catch, like, a semblance of that. And it makes me excited, because I've been searching for it since I felt it and lost it. Since I lost that confidence feeling. And it was, how do I describe it? It wasn't like I know exactly what to do, and, you know, everyone needs to listen to what I'm going to say because I know exactly what's going on. But it was more of, like I know what I want for myself. And I know, it was like I had a North Star of something, and, like, I knew what was, like, gonna waste my time, and I knew what was gonna get me even further along. And so then making decisions was really easy for me, which I have a hard time making decisions. I really do. I know for for some people, looking on the outside, because my wife and I like just picked up and like moved to some random fucking places twice. We moved to Dallas. We were there for like a year and a half, like 2 years ish, and then we picked up and moved to fucking Richmond, Virginia. And those are big decisions, and we just did them. But like coming to those like decisions was, or conclusions, or just like doing it was pretty easy for me. But so many other decisions, like day-to-day shit, is so difficult for me. Like I have to lean on like my wife's shoulder for a lot of decisions, and she does for me too. We work together as a team pretty well, but what I'm trying to say is like in that like almost 2 weeks of me just like I had the North Star, like I just got to knock on one door today and get one no. Like if I knock on 6 doors and no one answers, and then the 7th door someone answers and they're like, nah, I'm not interested, that's fine. That's all I got to do today. And then take the day from there. And I guess, how do I apply that now to my life now? It goes back to at least the Spanish. All I have to do is one lesson today, and that keeps my streak alive, and that's fine. Some days, I literally some days will do half an hour of studying Duolingo, and then I'll do another half hour of listening to a podcast, and then I'll do another 10 minutes of Anki. And other days, but that's my brain right there. My brain is like, man, you should. Oh man, I felt that so quick. God, I'm so glad I caught that. My brain, like the fear part of my brain, or the subconscious or whatever, was like, man, well, you should be doing that every day. Yeah, that's an hour and 10 minutes. You should be doing that every single day. Why aren't you doing that every single day? You want to learn Spanish? No, you don't. If you did, you'd be doing that every single day. Shut up. Shut up. Fuck you. Shut up. I don't need that. I just have to do one lesson a day. Same thing with running. I don't know. Maybe my thing is just putting my shoes on, my running shoes. I don't have to leave the house. I just got to put my running shoes on at least once every day. And then some days I'm sure I'll like get out and walk. Some days I'll run. I'm going to start doing an actual marathon training coming up here soon. So, I'll have to push myself through that, but fuck it, dude. Like, put my running shoes on every day. I love this for myself. I'm figuring this out right now. I'm doing this right now. What else do I want to do? Because I want to pursue music again. So I don't know. Sorry, this music is kind of... It's kind of weird. It's kind of piercing. What do I don't know. What do I want to do? I'm on a kick right now of like figuring out songs that I want to cover. I got a lot of really fun ideas that I'm really excited to like try. But my thought is like pick a song that I could cover for now, but like that only has so much longevity, so much sustainability. I need something easier. I don't know. Pick up my guitar. I could play why don't I play a G chord every day? That's actually not a bad idea. Because then I could, I'll play a fucking G chord, and then it's like, okay, well, maybe I can play a G major 7. Okay, well, maybe a G6. Okay, maybe I'll play this one or that one or that one. And it'll morph into whatever. Yeah, I like that, actually. Okay. Fuck it. Cheers. I went into this this live stream. I went into this just kind of feeling sorry for myself. Actually, really feeling sorry for myself. Like the past week, I have not wanted to run, but I've done it. But it's been the mental man, I feel like it should be easier to run. I feel like it should be easier to get out the door. Why is it so hard? Why do I not want to run? Why is it so difficult? This fucking sucks. So I came into this with that mentality. But I feel way better now. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have anyone seeing this in the future, if you have something that you can do that's similar, I don't know. Think about it. Just think about it. And I don't know, if you're in some kind of because every time I do something like this, especially the longer ones, I don't know. For me, video journaling in this sense and diving into my mind in this sense it's so therapeutic. I still feel like I need to go to therapy, but this is a really, really good Band-Aid, if you will, for right now. So, I don't know. Consider it. If you're in a rough spot, I don't know. Think about it. But I'm going to hop out of here. This has been awesome for me. I have another North Star I'm going to point towards. And I feel way better, and I'm excited to see. So before I go, I'm gonna be doing. So it's 20 weeks until my my marathon, which will be in November, and 20 weeks will be this coming Monday. Today is Wednesday, so. Gonna make a training plan here in the next couple days and fucking stick to it and see what happens. But yeah, come along with me on my journey if you want, or do your own kind of thing. I don't know, because I just think it's gonna be really fun to, at least for myself, document all this and finish the marathon and then look back and see what I've done. In the future, so in March next year, I want to run 50 miles, and then in the fall next year, I want to run 100, and then see where I go from there. But it's going to be a long journey, and talk about dedication. I have plans for running 100 miles in 18 months, maybe 15 months. That's something I'd never have done before in my life. Thought of something that far out and be okay, I'm gonna stay consistent and do it for that long. So I'm excited to see where it takes me and how it goes. And by that time, I also hope to be speaking Spanish fluently. And also hopefully have my own studio by then and recording people and yeah, recording and mixing and mastering. God, I love mixing music. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, future people, for watching if you do. I'll catch you guys later.